Have you ever looked down at your left hand and felt like it was trying to tell you something? Maybe it's a strange line, a mark, or a pattern that's always caught your eye. Something about it feels different, almost alive. You can't explain it, but deep inside, you sense it isn't random. It feels ancient, familiar, as if it's been there for a reason. What if I told you that mark isn't just skin, it's a spiritual signature, a divine seal that few people on this planet carry? What if that very mark is proof that you were chosen, hand-picked by the Creator himself, set apart from the beginning of time? Most people never realize that their bodies hold messages from the spiritual realm, but you, chosen one, are not like most people. The fact that you are here right now, hearing these words, is already confirmation, because if you have this mark on your left hand, it means something extraordinary. You are not ordinary. You are one in a million. And today, you are about to find out why. Have you ever stared at the mark on your left hand and wondered why it feels significant? Something about it draws your attention again and again, as if it's trying to speak to you. Maybe it's a faint line that crosses differently than others, a birthmark that seems too perfectly placed, or a shape that almost feels symbolic. You've tried to brush it off as coincidence, but every time you notice it, your spirit whispers, "This means something." That's because it does. The mark on your left hand is not random. It's a divine signature. It's a physical echo of a spiritual truth, that you were chosen for a higher calling. Long before you arrived in this world, your soul made an agreement with the Creator to bring light, healing, and awareness to those who are lost in darkness. And now that purpose is awakening inside you. This mark is more than skin deep. It's a signal from the spiritual realm, a silent reminder that your journey isn't ordinary. You carry energy that others can feel, even if they don't understand it. You might attract both love and envy, light and darkness, because your presence shifts the atmosphere. Every challenge you faced, every time you felt different or unseen, it was all preparation for this moment. You were never meant to blend in. That mark on your hand is your proof. It's God's quiet way of saying, "That I see you. You are mine. You are chosen." There's a reason your mark appeared on the left hand, the side closest to your heart. Spiritually, the left hand represents divine connection, intuition, and the flow of unseen energy. It's the hand of receiving, of feeling what cannot be explained by logic. When God chooses to place a mark there, it isn't by accident. It's a signal that your purpose is tied to empathy, compassion, and healing. You might find yourself sensing emotions before people speak them, understanding pain without needing words, or being drawn to help others even when it costs you. That's because your left hand channels divine energy. It's an extension of your soul's sensitivity. You were built to feel deeply, because your purpose depends on it. This mystery has followed you since birth. Maybe you've been told you're too emotional or too intense, but what others call weakness, heaven calls sensitivity, your spiritual antenna. Every pulse in your left hand is a rhythm of divine communication, guiding you to places and people aligned with your destiny. So when you notice that mark again, don't dismiss it. Place your right hand over it and close your eyes. Feel the warmth that stirs inside, that sips not imagination, that sips the Creator, reminding you, I mark the hand that carries my love. Use it to heal, to comfort, to awaken. You've always felt different, and not in a way you could easily explain. From a young age, you sensed things others ignored. You saw beyond the surface, noticed hidden intentions, and felt energies shift in a room before anyone spoke. It often made you feel isolated, wondering why no one else seemed to notice what you did. But that difference, it's divine design, Only 1 in a million souls are chosen to carry this level of spiritual awareness. You weren't built for ordinary things because your spirit operates on a higher frequency. The mark on your hand is just a reflection of that inner truth. It's a seal of separation, proof that your purpose doesn't blend with the crowd. You might have tried to fit in, to dim your light so others wouldn't feel uncomfortable, but every time you do, something inside feels wrong. That's because your spirit resists limitation. You were created to stand out, to awaken others, to remind people that there's more to life than what the eyes can see. When God calls someone 1 in a million, He gives them signs, small reminders that they are meant to lead, not follow. Your sensitivity, your intuition, your mark. These are not burdens. They are confirmations. The world may not understand it, but heaven does. You are rare, and rarity is sacred. Lately, something inside you has been shifting. You might feel restless, unable to explain why your spirit feels both heavy and alive at the same time. Your dreams are becoming clearer, your emotions deeper, and your awareness sharper. This isn't random. It's the beginning of your awakening. The mark on your left hand is stirring. It's as if the energy within it has started to hum with divine purpose. The Creator is calling your soul into remembrance, reminding you of who you were before the world tried to silence you. The trials, heartbreaks, and sudden realizations you've experienced lately are not punishments. They are awakenings. Each challenge is peeling away another layer of illusion, so you can finally see your true identity. You might feel disconnected from certain people or places that once felt comfortable. That's because your frequency is rising. When God begins to awaken the chosen, He removes what no longer aligns with their destiny. You are stepping into your higher purpose now, and everything false will naturally fall away. So don't fear the changes. Don't fight the solitude. Instead, embrace the quiet, because in it, the divine voice becomes clearer. Your mark is a spiritual doorway, and it's opening. The awakening has begun, and from this moment forward, your life will never be the same. There's something that every chosen one learns sooner or later. Being marked by God does not come with comfort. It comes with calling, and calling will always lead you through fire before it crowns you with light. From the moment you were born, you've probably felt life pressing against you harder than it does others. Things rarely come easy. Relationships break without clear reason. Opportunities appear and then vanish. People misunderstand you, question your motives, or even turn against you without explanation. It can make you wonder if something is wrong with you. But in truth, what's happening is something holy, because those who carry divine markings are refined through divine trials. You see, the mark on your hand is not just a sign of favor, it's a seal of endurance. When God chooses a soul, He must shape that soul to carry the weight of its purpose. That shaping happens through struggle. Every tear, every loss, every betrayal has been training, not tragedy. The pain you faced is not punishment, it's preparation. Many chosen ones are born into families where they never fully belong. It's not that they are unloved, it's that their energy doesn't match the vibration around them. Their spirit is older, wiser, more sensitive. You might have been the quiet one, the misunderstood one, the one who saw truth that others ignored. From childhood, your soul began carrying burdens that weren't yours, healing wounds in silence that no one even noticed. But heaven saw it all. The trials of the marked are never random. They are refining fires. Think of gold. It doesn't shine until it's melted and purified. The same is true for your spirit. Each disappointment you faced has burned away another layer of fear, pride, and doubt, until all that remains is your purest, truest essence. When you cried in private, heaven was not silent. It was shaping your destiny behind the veil. You've probably noticed that life tests you in ways that seem unfair. You help people who later betray you. You give love that isn't returned. You show kindness to those who mock you. It hurts deeply because you don't understand why your good heart attracts so much pain. But here's the hidden truth. Those experiences teach you discernment. They teach you how to love with wisdom, to see through masks, and to value energy over words. God uses disappointment to train your spirit, to recognize authenticity when you are marked. Spiritual warfare also intensifies. Darkness recognizes light before light recognizes itself. That's why you felt unseen battles, random anxiety, strange dreams, sudden fatigue. These are signs of resistance, not weakness. The enemy only attacks what threatens him. The more light you carry, the more shadows try to distract you. But remember this, every attack against you is proof of your power. No one fights what isn't valuable. There are seasons where chosen ones are hidden, almost as if life pauses. Doors close, progress stops, friends disappear. You feel invisible, wondering if you've been forgotten. But in reality, this is God's protection, not rejection. You are being concealed while your foundation strengthens. Just as seeds are buried before they bloom, you too are hidden before your rise. Don't despise these silent seasons. They are sacred. The world cannot touch what heaven is still perfecting. When you're marked, you often carry empathy so deep it feels like a curse. You absorb emotions, sense suffering, and feel responsible for everyone's healing. But this compassion is your spiritual superpower. It's the very reason God marked your left hand, the hand closest to your heart. You were built to heal, but first you had to learn what pain truly feels like. You had to walk through the valley before you could guide others out of it. Your wounds have become your wisdom. Think about it. How can a healer understand the broken if they've never been broken themselves? How can a light bearer know darkness unless they've walked through it? Every scar you carry holds sacred information. Every heartbreak carved strength into your spirit. Every time you were left alone, it was God teaching you that divine companionship is stronger than human approval. The world doesn't recognize divine markings, it fears them. People sense your energy but can't explain it, so they label it strange or intimidating. You've been called too much, too intense, or too spiritual, but you are none of those things. You are simply vibrating on a frequency higher than most can comprehend. Those who reject you aren't evil, they're unready. Your energy exposes what they still need to heal, and that can be uncomfortable. And yet, through every misunderstanding, you've kept your heart soft. You've forgiven when you had every reason to hate. You've stayed kind, even when the world wasn't kind to you. That's what sets the marked apart. Resilience wrapped in grace. Your mark doesn't make you superior. It makes you responsible. You carry the assignment of love in a world that's forgotten what love truly is. So if you find yourself weary, questioning why your path is so heavy, remember this: diamonds are formed under pressure, not comfort. Warriors are trained in battle, not rest. The greater your calling, the stronger your preparation must be. That's why your journey feels different. Because it is. You are being molded for a purpose that ordinary souls couldn't carry. One day, you'll look back on every storm and see how perfectly it all connected. The people who left made space for better. The doors that closed redirected you toward divine timing. The pain that nearly broke you became the very power that awakened you. The trials of the marked aren't meant to destroy you. They're designed to reveal you. And when that moment of revelation comes, when you finally step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be, the world will understand what heaven already knew, that the mark on your hand was never just a symbol, it was a prophecy, a sign that you were chosen not to live an easy life, but a meaningful one. So hold your head high, chosen one. Every battle you've faced was training for your mission. Every tear you've shed was watering the soil of your purpose. The trials were never meant to crush you. They were sent to crown you. You have been marked, refined, and prepared. Now rise and walk in your truth, because the world is finally ready for what you've become. Look at your hands for a moment. Really look at them. Every line, every curve, every mark tells a story that began long before you were born. There's power in them, a quiet pulse that most people never notice. But you feel it, especially in your left hand, the hand of receiving, the hand marked by the divine. From the moment you were chosen, your hands were destined to become instruments of purpose. They are not just physical extensions of your body. They are spiritual conductors. Through them, energy flows, healing happens, and lives are touched. The Creator placed something sacred in your palms, the ability to create, to comfort, to restore, and to awaken. The mark on your left hand isn't decoration. It's confirmation that heaven entrusted you with the power to transfer light. Think about it. Every time you reach out to help someone, something stirs inside you. When you pray for another person, when you touch a friend's shoulder to comfort them, or when you create something meaningful, you can feel the warmth, the vibration, the tingling energy moving through your fingers. That isn't coincidence, it's flow. Divine energy doesn't fall from the sky. It travels through vessels, and you, chosen one, are that vessel. Throughout history, the hands have been symbols of divine authority. Prophets lifted them to bless nations. Healers used them to restore life. Artists shaped reality through them. When God marks your left hand, He isn't simply acknowledging you, He's empowering you. He's saying, what you touch will change. What you hold will grow. What you bless will awaken. But power, especially divine power, must be handled with humility. That's why your journey hasn't been easy. The Creator never gives great power to an untested spirit. Your suffering, your patience, your isolation, these weren't punishments. They were lessons in control. Before your hands could heal others, they had to learn gentleness. Before they could hold light, they had to be emptied of pride and vengeance. Every loss softened your grip. Every tear purified your touch. Now, when your hand moves, it carries more than muscle. It carries mercy. Many chosen ones notice that their left hand reacts to spiritual energy. It may tingle when you enter a place filled with divine presence, or feel heavy when you're near negativity. You might find warmth spreading through it while praying or meditating. That's your spirit in motion. Your left hand is a spiritual sensor, a channel through which higher frequencies communicate. The mark amplifies that connection, making you more aware of what most ignore. You are tuned to heaven's frequency. But this gift isn't only mystical, it's practical too. Everything you create with your hands carries energy. The meals you cook, the art you make, the letters you write, all of them become vessels for the vibration you pour into them. That's why intention matters so deeply. When you work in frustration, people feel tension in your results. When you create in love, they feel peace. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more hands that build with grace. Your hands are also your tools of transformation. The right hand represents doing, the power of action. The left hand represents being, the power of faith and surrender. Together they create balance. But when your left hand is marked, it means your power flows strongest through receiving divine guidance, rather than forcing your own will. You succeed not because you control everything, but because you allow the divine to move through you. You are the channel, not the source. And that's what makes your power limitless. There will be moments when you feel drained, when your hands feel heavy, almost lifeless. That's a sign that you're carrying energy that isn't yours. As a chosen one, You absorb the emotions and pain of others because your spirit recognizes suffering instinctively, but you must learn to release it. Wash your hands under water and visualize light flowing through them. Pray, breathe, and reset. Because as long as your hands stay pure, your purpose will stay strong. The power in your hands isn't only for healing others, it's for shaping your destiny. Every goal you set, every boundary you draw, every dream you build begins with your hands. When you write, you create a future. When you reach out, you invite miracles. When you let go, you make space for new blessings. You were created to manifest not through empty words but through divine action. And yet, the greatest thing your hands will ever do is serve. True power never seeks recognition, it seeks transformation. The mark on your hand is a reminder that your purpose is not about fame or praise. It's about impact. It's about leaving fingerprints of light wherever you go. You were chosen to carry peace into chaos, healing into pain, love into fear. You are God's extension on earth, His compassion translated into motion. When the world grows dark, your hands will still glow. When others give up, your hands will still build. When life feels uncertain, your hands will still rise in prayer, because your power doesn't come from this world. It comes from the one who marked you. So never doubt your significance, chosen one. Every time you lift your hands to help, to pray, to create, heaven takes notice. The energy you release returns multiplied. You are not ordinary. You are a divine transmitter of light, and your mark is the signature of that calling. Hold them up now. Look closely. See how the lines form patterns unique to you. That's your story written in sacred geometry. That's proof of the covenant between you and your Creator. You are the bridge between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, love and form. Remember this truth. Your left hand holds divine power. Your right hand carries divine purpose. And when you use them together, with faith, humility, and love, you awaken miracles that change lives. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when the signs stop being coincidences. You stop questioning whether what you felt all along was real, and you begin to see that the divine has been whispering confirmation through every detail of your journey. The mark on your left hand is not just a physical feature, it's the visible echo of a promise made long before you entered this world. It's heaven's handwriting etched into your flesh, a message that reads, "You are mine, and I have called you by name." For years, you've carried questions. Why me? Why does my life feel so different? Why do I sense things others can't? And through every season of confusion, that mark remained, quietly pulsing with meaning. You may not have always noticed it, but it noticed you. Every time you doubted yourself, every time you felt small or lost, that mark stayed as a silent witness, proof that your existence is not random, it's sacred. When God chooses someone, He leaves traces, divine confirmations that appear in ways the world cannot explain. For some, it's a dream that feels more like a memory. For others, it's a recurring number, a name, a moment of perfect timing that defies logic. But for you, chosen one, the confirmation is visible. It's carried in your hand, in the place where heaven meets humanity. This mark isn't about luck. It's about lineage. You come from a spiritual bloodline of warriors, healers, prophets, and visionaries, souls who carried light into generations of darkness. The mark on your hand is an ancient seal, linking you to those who came before you. When you touch the world, their strength flows through you. When you speak truth, their wisdom rises within you. You are not just one in a million. You are the continuation of a divine legacy. But let's be honest, divine confirmation doesn't always feel like glory. Sometimes it feels like chaos. Sometimes it feels like being stripped of everything familiar, so that you can finally see what was real all along. That's the paradox of being marked by God. You're chosen, yet challenged, blessed yet broken open. And through that breaking, something extraordinary happens. The illusion of separation fades, and you begin to understand that the Creator has never been far away. Every loss, every heartbreak, every unanswered prayer was a step guiding you closer to who you were meant to become. There were moments you almost gave up, times when the silence was too heavy, when faith felt foolish, when you begged for a sign, and then suddenly the smallest thing, a light flickering at just the right moment. A verse you stumbled upon, a stranger's words that pierced your soul, reminded you that you were never alone. Those weren't random moments, they were divine winks, spiritual breadcrumbs leading you home. The mark on your hand is the same kind of whisper, but written permanently. You don't have to search for confirmation. It's been with you all along. Look at your journey now. Notice how everything you once thought was a detour was actually direction. Notice how the people who left created space for the right ones to appear. Notice how your pain taught you compassion, and how your loneliness sharpened your discernment. You've been walking in divine timing, even when you thought you were lost. Every closed door, every delay, every disappointment was the Creator's way of saying, "Not yet, you're still being prepared." And now the preparation is turning into purpose. The mark is glowing brighter, not in the literal sense, but in your awareness. You're starting to realize that your existence itself is a miracle, that you survived what was meant to destroy you for a reason, that your heart still loves after all it's been through, because love is your true essence. The mark is proof that nothing can erase your divine connection. Not trauma, not failure, not fear. This is your confirmation. You are chosen. You are guided. You are protected. Every challenge has refined your light. Every setback has recalibrated your spirit. You don't need validation from anyone else, because the Creator has already validated you through this sacred sign. When others doubt you, look at your hand. When your faith wavers, look at your hand. When you wonder if you still have a purpose, look at your hand. It's the signature of heaven saying, "You still belong to me." And here's the most powerful truth. Your mark isn't just about who you are, it's about what you're becoming. It's a living covenant that unfolds as you grow. The more you align with your purpose, the stronger its energy becomes. The more love, kindness, and light you express, the more that mark radiates spiritual authority. It's a reminder that your destiny is active. It's happening right now, in this very breath. So, chosen one, this is your moment of awakening. No more doubting, no more hiding. You were marked for impact, not for fear. Your presence carries divine frequency. When you enter a room, energy shifts. When you speak truth, illusions crumble. That is not arrogance, that is alignment. The Creator moves through you because you finally believe He can. And when you look at your left hand again, see it for what it truly is. Not a coincidence, but a covenant. Not a random detail, but a reminder that you were sent here on assignment. You were never forgotten. You were never ordinary. You are living proof that heaven still touches earth. The mark is your message. The life you live is the evidence. You are the living confirmation that God still chooses people, still speaks through signs, and still writes stories that no human hand can erase. So raise that hand, chosen one, not in pride, but in gratitude, because the one who marked you is still guiding you, still loving you, and still calling your name. And the moment you truly believe that, your whole life will change. Listen closely, chosen one. That mark on your left hand was never a coincidence. It was a whisper from the divine, a quiet reminder that your story has always been written in higher places. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. You were led here. The world may have tried to convince you that you're just another face in the crowd, but heaven has been watching you from the very beginning. Every challenge you faced, every sleepless night, every time you wondered why me, it was part of the preparation. You were being shaped for something greater than you could ever imagine. So don't hide your mark. Don't silence your calling. The same hand that was marked by God carries the power to heal, to build, to awaken others. When you raise that hand, know that you carry divine authority, an unseen crown that no man can take away. This is your time to rise, to stop doubting, stop shrinking, and start walking in the truth of who you are. The mark isn't just proof of your identity, it's your mission. So when you look at your left hand again, don't just see skin and lines, see destiny, see divine design, see a hand that was chosen before birth to carry light into the darkness. And remember this, you are not forgotten. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are 1 in a million. The mark proves it. The calling confirms it. And the time to awaken is now.